So, does this mean that they're going to keep Gunn? And they're going to restore the Snyderverse too? Or are they going to use my idea of having them running parallel? What are they going to do here? Boy, oh boy, the plot thickens as the day goes on, too. Netflix's shocking winning bid for Warner Bros. Discovery might have just been saved. James Gunn and the DCU. Following the news, YouTuber John Campea says Netflix intended to keep Gunn in its place alongside WB chiefs Mike DeLuca and Pam Abdi if the Warner Bros. Discovery sale goes through. But according to our own insiders, the situation isn't nearly that simple, and Paramount's continued involvement only adds more uncertainty. On his show, Campea stated that Netflix plans to retain James Gunn as part of the new structure once the deal closes. He also suggests that Gunn's producing partner, Peter Safran, may still be staying, though details remain unclear. This comes after Netflix released the first official statement on the merger, saying it expects to maintain Warner Bros.' current operations and build on its strengths, including theatrical releases for the films. Well, if it's going to build on the strengths, it's definitely going to do the Batman 2. I can't think of any other strengths that it has right now, though. The Penguin. We'll get another Penguin. From what I understand, Creature Commandos, even though I liked it, didn't work out ratings-wise. Peacemaker was a dip. Peacemaker also disgusted people and bothered people politically, rubbed people the wrong way. Superman was very divisive amongst the fans. Okay, whatever. This comes after Netflix released an official statement, including theatrical releases for films, while the statement projects stability, even as questions linger about whether Netflix will keep the theatrical windows. What's written on paper doesn't always match the internal restructuring that follows. Well, we know that. We definitely know that with this business. Netflix also isn't going to announce anything that looks negative this early, especially not before the deal closes, with major regulatory concerns already looming. Yeah, I heard their stock dropped also. The new report may also back up the claims of Gunn staying, as The Hollywood Reporter says Warner Bros. Discovery plans to pay out nearly $38.7 million in retention bonuses to keep top executives from leaving during this merger process. The SEC filing outlines the select C-suite executives will receive the bonuses if they remain until the Netflix deal fully closes, a process that could take more than a year due to regulatory review. Oh, Lord! So they just gonna keep on trucking anyway. We got another year of this? The Hollywood Reporter describes the next year as a holding pattern, where WBD execs essentially keep the rights on while waiting for Netflix to impose its own strategy. Notably, The Hollywood Reporter makes no mention of James Gunn in this report. Also, both DeLuca and Abdi had their contracts renewed, while James Gunn's contract is set to expire next year. Well, yeah, and we've talked about this before. It says that Gunn could leave if they shrink DC, and if he comes on, if Paramount actually gets it in the end, Gunn is also expected to leave. So it is what it is. It's a whole nother year. It could be a whole nother year of this anyway. So ain't nothing getting done in the next year anyway. Don't expect to see no Snyderverse stuff, no nothing you really want to see. It's just gonna be all Gunverse stuff. It is what it is. Hopefully, I like it. You know, I'm like half and half with Gunn. I like James Gunn. I like his movies. I like him in his interviews. He seems like a cool guy the majority of the time. Yes, I've heard a bunch of crazy rumors, but overall, I mean, you know, there's a lot of stuff, you know, it's just, I don't know. There's some stuff, yeah, maybe. But, you know, I don't know. You know, so it is what it is, but I'm just hoping that the feedback that he's gotten from everything that he's put out from DC, that hopefully it helps contour and make some changes. Because, oh man, I am not looking forward to Lanterns or anything else that's coming out. I'm actually kind of interested in Clayface. Clayface is one of my favorite Batman villains. If they do this right, Clayface could be a major sleeper hit. If they do it right. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not looking forward to Supergirl at all. At all. Zero. I have zero interest in Supergirl. I have more interest in Lanterns than I do for Supergirl. So I hope it all works out. 10 million subscribers. Woo!